Hello, I'm Hamish Champ, editor of PRW Magazine, and welcome to this edition of PRW Video News. First up, the British Plastics Federation has warned that confidence in the UK plastics industry appears to be plateauing. The BPF's latest business conditions survey found that while 2/3 of respondents said they expected turnover to increase this year and many were looking to take on more staff, only 37% expected an increase in profitability, significantly down from 46% recorded only a year ago, and the lowest such figure posted by the BPF in more than 2 years. BPF Director General Philip Law said that while the industry's overall performance was still positive, the world was currently a very uncertain place, and it was hardly surprising that manufacturers were exercising cautious judgment. NIFCO UK, the Stockton-on-Tees plastics processor, has announced that it has won its largest ever contract with the Ford Motor Company. NIFCO, which produces a range of automotive parts, said the deal could be worth as much as £50 million. It will see NIFCO produce a complex thermostatic control assembly for Ford's next generation of low CO2 engines. Work will start immediately, with engineers from NIFCO working with Ford's product development teams, and it is expected the new deal will secure up to 50 new jobs. The head of Bayer Material Science has said the group was still unclear about whether to spin off the group or float it on the stock market via an initial public offering. Announcing the polymer maker's annual results, which showed sales up 5% at more than £8 billion, Marion Deckers, chairman of BMS's management board, said whether to spin or float largely depended on how the stock market behaved and its position. He said a decision about the move, which was mooted last year, would be made in the second half of 2015. Professional recruitment firms in the UK now have 26% more vacancies on their books than they did this time last year, according to new survey data from the Association of Professional Staffing Companies. Permanent vacancies across engineering are up 48%, IT up 27%, and finance and accounting up 16% year on year. Average salaries are also mirroring vacancy growth, with APSCO's figures revealing that median salaries across all professional sectors were up by nearly 5% year on year. Staying with employment, manufacturers organisation EEF said that 3/4 of jobs in the UK must be medium or high skilled by 2020. In a new business manifesto, the EEF said it was pushing for 90% of those teaching maths, physics, chemistry and biology in state secondary schools to have at least one post-A-level qualification in that subject. It also wanted to see a 25% increase in the number of apprentices completing engineering and manufacturing apprenticeships, and it also wanted the number of UK engineering graduates to have risen by 1/4 by 2020 and the number of hard-to-fill manufacturing vacancies cut over the same period. And finally, if you've ever hankered after having a Harley-Davidson in your living room but you were afraid of the mess it would make, you could always buy a full-size self-assembly plastic kit of the real thing. After years of development, designer Peter Manning and MHP Industries came up with a DIY bike which weighs a mere 16 kilos versus 250 kilos for the real thing. Made from ABS and featuring more than 150 vacuum moulded parts, the kit, a mere snip at £500, is proving popular with retro restaurants and retail outlets who want to add a bit of vroom to their premises. Hopefully they can get around to making a Triumph one day. Anyway, that's it from us. For these stories and more on these stories and other stories, go to www.prw.com, and in the meantime, thank you for bearing with us. Cheers.